Hello everybody and welcome to another Beyond All Reason video. Today we are on Canis River with another 3v3 game today. And as we go into the menu we see Mr. Randy right here spawning in the back position, which is a bit unusual. Start position actually starting in the double max, walking to the triple straight off the bat, which is going to take a lot longer for them to get a factory up and running. And Randy going really greedy here. Overflowing a lot of metal at the moment. Well, actually, surprisingly somehow not overflowing metal. But going for a 5 metal extractor start with no energy, which is really, really surprising. It's because they're going communism mode. See the metal share slider here, so any metal that's below that is being shared. Same with energy, and you can see all of the players are doing the exact same thing. Well, when I say all, both pro players are sharing all of their energy to each other. That is why Andy's been able to do that for so long. Now, let's look at the other players. So obviously we have Andy here playing Cortex. In the club here playing Armada. And finally on the pro team, Meow Cat Meow playing Legion. Now on the opposite side, we have Slick Like Vic playing as Armada. Aiden Nout playing as Cortex, and finally we have Mirrored playing Legion. So Team DME versus Team Pro. Let's see who will win out. Obviously, we have the different start positions straight off the bat. Andy still yet to build a single factory. Actually, in the club also hasn't built a factory yet. Overflowing everything into Meow Cat Meow, which is a really interesting way to play. Andy's Calm walks into the wheelies. Oh, the wheelies actually managed to get by. In the club is nearby. This LLT will do a decent job at killing these as they get close. There you go, one down. 2 left. And there we go. Dealt with very effectively. There is no LLTs in the base here though. And because of that, that metal extractor will get killed. Also round the back here, Meow Cat Meow letting another wheelie manage to get behind. And able to pick up a second metal extractor. Now, one of the big weaknesses of Legion is the metal extractors. To begin with, they produce a very little amount of metal. You see that metal point there is a 1.6 metal extractor, but it's, well, supposed to be 2. It only produces 1.6. So, all that LLT managed to stop that wheelie getting up there. That's good. And still, the only person on the team to have a factory up and running on the pro team is Meow Cat Meow. Helios is making a very strong appearance here. Andy does not have enough. Sorry, Randy does not have enough units really here to contest that effectively. And Aiden now is making their way up to contest Randy. Randy also has to worry about this other commander to the north, which he's yet to be aware of. And Helios versus Helios skirmish taking place at the bottom. In the club microing all of those. Does look like Meow Cat Meow is just kind of hoping to micro a bit. Andy losing out the fight. So Randy, I keep calling him Andy now. Randy losing out the fight. While on the bottom, Those Helioses are pretty low, but not dead yet. Meanwhile, in the middle, in the club, also losing the fight in the middle, and several Helioses now managing to break through. Considering they have all of the eco, Meowcat Meow, they're not able to punch out enough units, really. And these guys still managing to make their way through the middle. Will be interested to see how much damage they're able to inflict. Inter Club does have LLTs pretty much everywhere. Because that one's now having to turn around, that one will get cleaned up. There is still one left, which is now going to run into another Helios. With all but 47 health left, 5% of its total health. There we go, finally it gets cleaned up. Now, there's a lot of metal starting to appear here. 1.5k is quite a lot. Meanwhile, Randy is just building lots and lots of LLTs to defend against both Aiden and Mirrored. Oh, Randy has been given Inter Club's commander here as well to control in the middle, leaving Inter Club with just those units and the factory for some reason. Some real interesting tricks here. I know we're not really looking at the other commanders much at all, especially on the opposite side, but when we look over here, we actually see Mirrored going Tech 2. That makes a lot of sense considering this game has been very, very passive. Definitely a different tactic here by going only one factory, but it doesn't look like it's really paying off too much. Meowcat Meow now also going Tech 2 themselves. Oh, and interestingly enough, we actually see that the DME crew have now also copied. Were they doing that the whole time and I just didn't notice, potentially? Aiden Naught, very low health. At 50%, trying to save that LLT, but it's not enough. Well, this is a tactic that I was not expecting. Medusa planned on its way out now from Meowcat Meow. And the same thing coming out from Mirrored here. We did see recently how absolutely overpowered these mantises can be. So I'm surprised we're not seeing those out already. Interestingly enough here, if you notice that both players that have gone Legion are both positioned next to the Geo. Putting all that build power there, meaning they're able to actually get that Geo up pretty quickly to get that extra energy. Interesting idea. There's lots of solar here as well that can be reclaimed later. Also noticing that basically in the club and Randy have basically not built any economy. It's all on one player. So they're kind of going like 2 front lines and 1 eco. Here come the drone defenses. Being the pain in the butt that they are. You can just see that's taking loads of hits, yet no damage. And the Medusa fires the first volley. Managing to take out 2 tanks with that one volley. Has no way to really deal with the drones as of yet. And interestingly enough here that both players are both teams are in essence just doing the exact same thing as each other. The Medusa on the riverside and then pushing through with units. You see like how long that takes to get killed. Crazy. Difference is, Randy doesn't have many forces here. Randy's comm, well, potentially in danger. One volley getting it down to 64% health. Seems both players staggering out the missiles there. Needed one more extra missile on that drone hive to really make much of a difference. And Medusa also on its way down here as well. Drone bay destroyed finally. And Randy managing to, well, being very, very risky here, moving a bunch of these Helioses round. Also, don't quite know where he's going with that commander. I don't know. And Medusa is pretty tough to deal with. Oh, that Medusa down very low health now. With the radar jammer gone, they can finally see the commander. Randy going for a cheeky walk and has been spotted. Let's see, what do they actually see where the commander is? Yes, there's a radar right there. Cloak does nothing for you, Randy. A very risky play here. He's trying to dodge everything. Not going to be enough. And that is 1,250 metal given to Team DME. And now is DME going to be able to keep ground? Ada not pushing forward on his own. And the drones now may be able to just deal with Aiden on his own. He's slowly going down. The Medusa there. Oh, 0% health. And there goes Aiden. One comm for one comm. Inter Club in a very strong position, and we do actually see Randy here with his commander finally building his own lab. Just some rocket bots maybe to kind of push out these turrets, get rid of them, open up a hole. But Inter Club now potentially in danger. These gladiators are not to be joked on. And although the Medusas are good, can only do so much. Medusa volley has gone, and here come the gladiators in from the side. Inter Club's commander in danger. Well, it wasn't Inter Club's, it was actually Mirrod's, but not Mirrod's. Meowcat Meows. And this is a big loss. Prometheus did not have the energy to fire, but one Medusa is already gone. Second one about to join very soon after. Inter Club lucky that there's a... Oh, there is a radar there. Oh, right on that hill. Inter Club needs to be careful. Pretty low health. Can't really deal with the gladiators. The Medusa will do a good job against them if he still had one. But he does not. Now, bit of a mistake here. Giving Prometheus to people, but they don't have energies to fire, and we can see that they're just 300 energy a shot, meaning these tanks are completely useless to people that do not have their own economies. And in this communism game mode, they're worthless. And now we've got cluster artillery being produced. They're just trying out every tank possible. Now, bear in mind, again, this is warm-up for the big Legion 3v3 faction wars that's due to take place very soon. And to be fair, this may have already taken place. here's the big difference. In the club actually has energy to fire this Prometheus. And been given E in order to use it. Still a lot of reclaim to be had here. 2k metal, mostly in these Prometheus wrecks. We're going to quickly switch over to this north side. Drone carriers and Medusas slowly trying to push Aiden back. 2 comms to 2 comms right now. Big difference here, though, is if you look at the red team, Team DME, they've gotten their economy up a lot quicker. And we're about to see a big breakthrough along the bottom here as being pinged by multiple people. 5 gladiators are already on their way down. Not much really to stop that. Having to rush a bunch of forces across. These walls are going to get in the way. And if the advanced Geo goes up, that's it. It's game. Desperately rushing forces there, but... Oh, actually, surprisingly, Slit like Vic deciding to turn around rather than go in there. Set target on that advanced metal extractor, which doesn't actually get killed. 20 health left on it. That gladiator there managed to absorb some shots. And managing to defend that attack there. Medusa's seeming to do a pretty decent job at dealing with these gladiators if you can keep them at range. Cluster artillery, though, I don't really see being that useful. So I think like Vic's positioned here for a cheeky attack. Medusa volleys on the way in. Look like Vic prepared for that D-gun. Managing to get 3 gladiators. There's a big chunk of army dead there. Prometheus doing a good job at dealing with the gladiators, though. You can see them prioritizing targets on the Medusas. Even that counterplay. Medusas are very dangerous at dealing with comms. And another OPD gun, as predicted. Huge losses there by Inda Club. Oh, we did miss it briefly there. We'll get that on the second screen, but there was another comm killed in the top left. Was it a commander? It was a commander. Randy's. I think it must have been a res commander. Inda Club running out of steam now on this bottom side. Really needing some more units to get in there. These Medusas able to get through as long as players are microing the Medusas well. Having Prometheus is there to support, to kill any chaff that gets close. That's exactly what both of these players have done. Prometheus are going down pretty quick. Medusas are also not targeting stuff correctly here. Really need to be focusing down the other Prometheuses. Slick like Vic's commander also very, very far forward. They can see it on radar. It's not like they don't know it exists. As we switch over to the top side, an attempted breakthrough onto Randy's setup by Aiden has come with complete destruction. There are only goblins left, and there's one Prometheus left, to be fair, and you know what, realistically, Randy's not doing too good here. pinging for help. Bastion being built there in order to try and keep it going. They're also resurrecting the commander. Red team with only one commander left. It's kind of important that they get some a spare one. Resbot's taken out though. I will put a delay in that resurrection. The turret turn speed of the Prometheus as well might also be a problem. Randy being pretty risky with his commander there. But a lot of reclaim now. 4.1k reclaim to be had on this north side. As we switch back across, actually quickly, we're going to check. We've got tier 3, Legion tier 3 out. A heavy assault and anti-swarm tanks are being built. And on the opposite side, we have the exact same thing. Medusa's doing pretty good here at like just keeping stuff away. There was some comparisons to them to Starlights. And personally, I think I prefer a Starlight just for the fact that it shoots and that's it. This has a very long reload time. But the fact that it does have multiple impacts means that in theory you can get multiple like kills with it. Obviously, you're bombing an area for a very long period of time. I feel like these Medusas are going to be pretty effective versus the Tech 3 tanks. And here it comes. Tech 3 has made it to the front. Making pretty short work of that Prometheus. Currently it's 2-1 though. How quickly can those Medusas kill it? 3-1. Medusas need to fall back now, otherwise they're going to get caught out. See Slick Like Vic chasing down the Medusas. Club having to use his commander here in order to try and fight this off. Losing all but one of the Medusas. Club saving his commander. Oh, we're about to see a tremendous D-gun killing 2 Tech 3 with a single D-gun. What a lovely D-gun there in the club. But his commander now surrounded by goblins. Luckily enough, goblins are very weak. Medusa hitting the own commander though, which was not good. Everything on the map was, for a brief second there, being pushed down to the bottom, but it looks like a change of plans. So much reclaim to be had here. A lot of Medusas and Tech 3 Rex already. Oh, and Slick Like Vic's commander being resurrected on the opposite side of the water. Javelin Assault Amphibious Raiders now on the field as well. 4 of them heading to the northern side. But if anything, in the club just needs as much help as possible. He's the only one at the moment without actually a base on the pro team. We'll probably do with some form of like, I mean, Randy's got defenses up there. In the club will probably need it. It's 4-2 Tech 3s along the bottom here. More is needed desperately. A Slick Like Vic is pushing across. Randy really needs to do some damage up top in order to try and make a difference. In the club going for another tremendous D-gun. 2 tech frees. Not enough to get the rest. 3 still left. Now it's 4-2 when it comes to tier 3. But one of them is almost dead. Not enough to close down on that Medusa either. Amphibious tanks have made their way across the water. You can see here these Cetoses. And they are going to be annoying to stop right now. All the goblins are desperately trying to chase them down. Oh, a bastion has been built further back. Slitlight Vic managing to get a good D-gun there. Just quickly checking up on these guys, see how effective they're going to be. Not very. Oh, they are going to get some energy converters, though. And that'll do it. Meanwhile, on the top, we can see Randy not able to make a push whatsoever, even with several tier 3s. Took way too long. And now there's plenty of red tier 3 as well. More going through in the middle as more amphibious tanks try to make their way across. And Slitlight Vic being given so many units here. Doing a tremendous job. There is now finally a bastion in defense, but kind of surprised we're not seeing suicide bombers, if they especially know where the commander is. That bastion is forcing Slitlight Vic to turn around. One javelin did make it across the water for some reason, and is now just stood there. May have been a mistake, as it was told to chase down units, and then it got killed. This looks like the beginning of the end. Meow desperately trying to hold on, but with 5 tech free just outside of his base. Desperately trying to build bastions as quick as he can. This is the only powerhouse they really need to break. I need 2 Slitlight Vic tier 3, 1 Slitlight Vic tier 3 remaining. But a bunch of build power managed to get taken out. And these amphibious tanks now are free to make their way through. And the pro team know that it's over. Inter Club has just lost everything except like huge bunch of res bots. Not really able to do much for that. Randy has tried to hold on the top here. But not enough. Everything, surprisingly right now, is actually in the blue team's favor when it comes to stuff. Clearly there's a lot of reclaim that's going on right now. And that's how, yeah, over here. But the chains of stuff. So many units just heading down towards the eco powerhouse that is Meowcat Mao at the bottom. There's not going to be enough to stop. Surprisingly here we have these guys on here that aren't making a push. There's nothing really stopping them at all. Bastion is doing surprisingly well versus these tanks though. Not really impacting too much though. These amphibious tanks get cleaned up finally. But so much reclaim in the middle, 5.1k, so much. And Inter Club just has nothing he can do. And he's built up quite a lot of economy, considering. But realizing it's finally over, Pro Team calls the GG. And there we have it. So, are you planning on taking part in Fight Night? Not Fight Night, sorry. The Legion tournament?
Battle.
Have these teams given you any ideas? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.